Welcome to HyperScale Video Workshop. My name is Brett Green. It's been a little while since we've had a video of a new release on HyperScale Video Workshop, but that's mainly because the mail has slowed down to a trickle here in Australia. Their borders, international borders, are pretty much still completely closed, which means that there are limited opportunities for people to be able to get their products into aeroplanes and into Australia. But today I did receive a rare exception from Lucky Model, the Kinetic 1/48 scale Harrier GR.1 GR.3. Now, Kinetic's Harrier family dates back to 2014 when they released their initial FA2 Sea Harrier. That was followed up about a year later with an FRS-1 Sea Harrier, and a couple of years after that with a trainer version, two-seater of the Harrier as well. So we've had to wait a few more years than usual to see this, but it's well worth waiting for because our options up until now have been pretty grim, really, with really only the FX kit that we've had for these early operational Harriers. Now, this is going to be another one of my unboxing videos, so I haven't actually opened the box for this kit yet. I'm going to share my joy and impressions with you out there in video land. So once again, it's a sturdy box. We have the Kinetic Gold brand. Most of the recent releases, the new tool releases, feature that. I actually built the FA2 kit back when it was released in 2014, and it was a very pleasant experience. Well detailed, good fit, and quite straightforward to build. So let's see what the next release in the Harrier family looks like. It's a fairly sturdy box. We have a plastic bag, resealable plastic bag with two sprues in there. I'll open that bag now. Yes, very nice. The plastic looks really nice. It's quite different to, I think, some of the previous Kinetic Harriers that I've seen. It's more of a satin finish, but as in the previous kits, it does have lovely recessed rivet detail as well as panel lines and nice details there throughout. Here's one thing that I noticed. In the first review that I did of the FA2, I noted that there was no detail on the upper fuselage sidewalls, but you can see here on the inside of the forward fuselage that we do actually have that upper sidewall detail moulded in place now, which is a nice touch. I also just noticed that we have the optional long nose for the GR5 there, with the pitot there as well. So let's have a look at the next sprue. And here we have some miscellaneous parts. So we've got alternative fins, one there, and I take it that's for the GR1 there, and a number of just sort of general miscellaneous parts. We've got some seats, looks like we've got flaps, small detail parts as well. So once again, moulding quality looks really nice. And we'll leave that clear one to last. The wing sprue is in a single plastic bag. Oh, that's nice. Can you see the level of surface textures on that wing? It's really, really nice. Very nice indeed. We also have some weapons here. We've got two styles of rocket pods. We've got the sway braces for those as well. And also it looks like the rear cockpit area as well. So once again, very nice indeed. Oh, that's interesting. We have 2 sets of wings. Here's another one. Remember, this is actually the first time I've looked at it. I'm not sure. I presume then one of these sets of wings is going to be for the Harrier GR.5, sorry, beg your pardon, GR.1, and the other one will be for the GR.3. I don't know if I said GR.5 before, but of course it's a GR.1 and GR.3 that you get in this kit. Very nice as well. Intakes, multiple instrument panels. We've got the rear tail surfaces, intake parts, the fan is there as well, and so forth. And it looks like the remaining sprues are mostly going to be ordnance and related parts. So we have another set of outrigger undercarriage, interestingly, and a whole bunch of small detail parts, actuators, undercarriage legs, refueling probes, fuselage speed brakes, and more. So pretty good. And this one, we have wheels. So Kinetic have approached this with separate wheels and tyres, and wheel hubs are separate parts. So that should make painting a bit easier, I'd imagine. We've got some jet nozzles here as well, at 1 part each. They look pretty nice from where I can see them. You probably get a better view than I do. And then we have various pylons there as well, and gun packs. And the last 2 sprues appear to be identical to each other. So I'll just get one out. And we have all sorts of weapons, some of which may or may not apply to this. So we've got rockets, we've got sidewinders, we've got sparrows, we've got various drop tanks, once again sway braces and mounts as well. So there are 2 of these. Looks like you'll have heaps of leftover parts for your spares box. And the last plastic sprue is a smaller bag with a number of clear parts. And I don't know if you can see the detonation cord in the opening section of the canopy there, but that's very convincing. That's really nice. You wouldn't have to do anything to that. Just leave it as it is. So we've got various navigation lights, as well as looks like gun sight lenses, landing lights, and of course the canopy parts. So they look good. We have next a very nice decal sheet printed by Cartograph and designed by Cross Delta. We've seen that name on a number of previous Kinetic releases. So we have several sets of national markings, the older red, white and blue style, and the 1970s and 80s lower vis blue and red. We have a bit of a number jungle there, as well as stencil markings as well. And to round out the package, we have a nice little photo etched fret. And the photo etched fret provides you with harness straps and various detail parts. Looks like the slime lights are there as photo etched parts too. It's an interesting idea. So they're helpful little details for your Harrier GR.1, GR.3. And then we have the instruction booklet. So these are usually quite easy to follow, the Kinetic instructions. I guess the only slight downside is that the artwork for the various options are in black and white. It looks like we have 6 different marking options, all of which are in variations of dark green and I'm not sure what the grey is actually on this, and it's all colour call-outs for MIG, so I just can't remember off the top of my head. It's not ocean grey. Sea grey? Can't remember. Dark sea grey. Right, not too far off. Right, so that's the contents of the package. It looks very nice. I would expect that it should be every bit as nice to build as the FA2 that I built some years ago. And you'll be seeing this in shops very soon. It's available right now on Lucky Model's website. And